Joe, less than 24 hours away from our first game in the T20 tournament out here in Abu Dhabi. How have the first 2 days of training been?
Yeah, it's been good. I think obviously the lads have been desperate to get outside after the majority of them have spent all winter indoors. Some lads have been away and played cricket, which is brilliant, but to all be together in the same place and the sun is really good, and the lads look in good spirits.
How much do you benefit from this sort of targeted training and match play rather than being indoors and facing some flickers and bowling machines, actual real competition?
Yeah, I mean, I know the lads have had sessions at Loughborough, which has been competitive, but it's never the same as being outdoors facing opposition that you're going to come across in the season and really sort of get into the battle. So this is a great opportunity to play 3 T20s and a 2-day game, which can get them juices flowing and put in what all the lads have been working on into practice.
And I guess a bit of a chance for you as captain to see how they've progressed from last season over the winter. A lot of work goes in, so a chance for you to see how they can put into practice the things that they've done behind closed doors.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, after last year, I think there's only things to improve, and hopefully the lads took some stuff away from the campaign that we had and a lot of learnings, and then put that into their practice throughout the winter. So it's an opportunity for them to showcase them skills in competitive games, and hopefully they've learned from what was a disappointing campaign last season.
What have you learned, I guess, from yourself, from captaincy in that first year, and what do you hope to take forward?
Yeah, I think ultimately I put too much pressure on myself in being in the first year, and it sort of took away from my own performances. So I'm trying to look after myself a little bit more this time, and make sure my own game's in good order, whilst also trying to look after the group of lads that I'm walking on the field with, and the squads that we'll be picking, and support them as best as I can. But ultimately, I feel if I'm doing my business, then hopefully the team will have some success as well.
And it's a big squad out here in Abu Dhabi. To what extent is it a chance for them to impress and show what they can do? Yeah,
definitely. I mean, people are going to get chances to have a go. So we've got lads who might not have played a T20 game before, which is very exciting for us to see what they can do. And it's a competitive squad. We've got lads coming back from injury, Josh Tongue. It's going to be interesting to see how much we see of him in the summer, but hopefully we can pull on a Notts shirt a lot of times this summer. And Farhan, who's obviously come on the scene in red ball cricket, but we want to see how he goes in T20 stuff because of the talent he is. So there's going to be opportunity for lads, and it's going to be exciting 3 days.
Is that a nice problem for you and Pete to have, I guess, this wealth of competition? I mean, you only look at Freddie and Sammy in that last game against Yorkshire last season, who were impressed, and they're going to be knocking on the door as well.
Yeah, definitely. I think the exciting thing is that a lot of them are homegrown, Notts talent that we're going to get to see, and there's places up for grabs. So we want it to be competitive. We want it to be tough for me and Pete to pick a side come late May, but I think that's what will drive us forward and hopefully improve on our results from last year.
And 2 players who clearly aren't here are overseas that we've announced over the winter, on Reeks and Sam. Just your take on what they can add to the team?
Yeah, I mean, 2 very experienced T20 cricketers. They've played, I think, probably in every T20 competition around the world. That's something me and Pete felt like we lacked a little bit last year, that sort of experience. They're both used to winning as well, which is going to, Moses has leadership experience with Sydney Sixers. They've been a very successful franchise. And Daniel Sams has obviously played at Trent Bridge before in the 100 and won that there, and he can win games with bat and ball. So both of them, excellent cricketers, and we're very happy to get them over the line.